Greetings, dear Pisces. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a peek at what your Scorpio season looks like. So Scorpio season started on October 22nd and lasts about a month until November 21st. So the theme of this reading is going to be Scorpio related, right? So collectively, when we are talking about scorpionic energy, this is this time between the fall and the dead of the winter, right? So it's a very transformative season, okay? And of course, I'm speaking from the perspective of being in the Northern Hemisphere because I am recording this from the United States. So I do follow tropical astrology. But Scorpio season is also a time when we have the Hallows Eve or Halloween, right? So this is a time where it is traditionally, many cultures believe that the veil between the spirit world is very thin around this time as well, okay? So this is a great time to connect with spirit, right? And whatever spirit means to you. So spirit could mean like honoring your ancestors. Spirit could mean getting in touch with yourself, right? Like your shadow self, healing parts of our shadow selves that are in need of love, right? But spirit is also just connecting overall to our intuition, because spirit is not a very tangible source, right? But it is, so it has like this definition of like turning from within and paying attention to matters that that are spiritual, right? That come from within. So we are, okay, let's see what else. Yes, so then I also talked about this time being a great time to seek transformation, right? By seeking healing through your shadow self. And maybe also more importantly, what I wrote down was unveiling uncomfortable truths about ourselves, okay? So this is a time where these things are kind of highlighted. So Pisces, and Scorpio is also your sister sign. You guys are both water signs. So let's check in the forecast and see what the Scorpio season has in store for you. Let's just go ahead and set the intention that this is for the sign of Pisces. So if you have Pisces and it is in your sun, your moon, or your rising, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. So our decks for today, we are using the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It's just in this very beautiful gold accented colors, like gold and black. So I'll be displaying those. And then of course, as always, we're gonna close with some advice from the Spirit Animal Oracle, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. This is for Pisces. Our first question is looking at what you're being called to shed, okay? So what is no longer fitting in you that you need to release? So what are you being called to shed or release for this season? What are you being called to shed or release? Okay, so we've got the World here. I definitely think that you're closing out on a chapter. When we talk about the World energy, is there's a finality of a certain phase in life that you're in. Let's clarify that though. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. I see great money on the horizon in this new chapter. And then you got the Five of Swords. So essentially, what I'm seeing here is that I believe that there is a certain sacrifice that's needed for you to complete the cycle that you're in. So you could be undergoing a certain phase where you're in a transitory period where you're just at the epicenter of starting a new chapter. So that could be transforming a relationship or starting a new job or a new business, right? There's something like new that you are like this close to just starting, okay? But when we have the World card, this is like the last card in the major arcana, right? So the World is associated with completing a goal or a lesson of some sort, right? And really like just like elevating, right? It's like it has a very like completion attitude towards it. And I feel like what you're gonna find in this new chapter is I feel like there is a promise of more increased like resources, because this Ten of Pentacles indicates that we're looking at we're looking at leaving a legacy, right? This is like saving it for your retirement. When I think about 10 of Pentacles, this is your IRA, your 401k, your savings, like whatever it is, like this is looking at that and there being an increase on that, okay? But then there's also this Five of Swords. So Five of Swords is like usually I typically say that this is like conflict, right? This is like people maybe like there could be bullying around you, or maybe like some abusive relationship where people are speaking negatively upon you. And so maybe this is kind of like what's hindering you from entering into this new phase. But what I'm saying is that the new phase is inevitable, okay? It's just almost like you're just dotting your T's. No, we don't dot the T's. We cross the T's and dot the I's, right? So it's like you're just doing like the detailing or the finalizing of certain like key things that you need to get rid of in order for you to truly step into a new phase, okay? And I feel like this is something that's significantly happening for you during Scorpio season, okay? So let's go to our second question is what is being reborn or what is being renewed within you this season? What is being reborn or renewed within Pisces? Show me. Okay. So you're getting your shit together, right? That Emperor is all about, when I think about the Emperor, I think about that's like respect, leadership, being very strategic, organizing your stuff, like retaining a schedule and routine, okay? And so perhaps this new start requires you to kind of shift up your routine, to be a bit more organized, to be a bit more timely. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, the Queen of Swords. Is this Queen? Yes. So we also got the Queen of Swords, right? So when we talk about that Queen of Swords energy, this is you being able to really rely on yourself and being honest, like aligning your head and your heart and being honest with yourself, more importantly. It's like pulling over the curtains of illusion, pulling that open and really being like, okay, I need to get my shit together and I need to do A, B, C, or D. So it's like you need that Queen energy to really be able to organize. Like that's that thought of organizing, but also prioritizing, like, and balancing all of these tasks or duties or this like new life that's ushering in and these new things and these new routines that are required of you. That Queen of Swords is really going to be able to help you to be really like self-sufficient in the process of you getting your stuff together, okay? Let's clarify that with one more. Okay, maybe, ooh, it's too many, I think. Let's just do one more, please, Spirit. Okay, perfect. What did I say? I said it had definitely something to do with sacrificing. So when we talk about, this is the Hangman. So this has to do with, like, this is like you being wising up and understanding that sacrifices are needed, and that it's maybe like, if you find it to be taxing, maybe there's a change of perspective that you really kind of need to be able to kind of tap into. But overall, I see there's a new, I see you really gathering the strength and eliminating things that don't really serve you anymore and putting things in order so that you can have this new start. You can close this chapter and institute newer, healthier, or not just like even healthier, but just like better ways of maintaining, okay? So our third question is, what is a reminder, what's the question? A reminder or a guide that can assist you in this transformation process, okay? So, oh, did I say that right? So this is a helpful reminder to help you with this transformation. What is a helpful reminder to assist you with this transformation? A helpful reminder to assist you with this transformation. Ooh. Okay, so you got the Eight of Swords, Ace of Wands, ooh, the Lovers. That tried to come out before as well. The Page of Cups. All right, so this is basically saying you've got the Eight of Swords was the first thing I turned over, right? Now this is feeling like there are some blockages, but this could also be like self-imposed restrictions, okay? It's almost like you're kind of isolating yourself. Maybe that could look like not asking for help, or that could just look like not believing in yourself, or just like not being able to see clearly the things that you need to do, okay? So it's like, it's this reminder or this understanding to make sure that you don't stand in your own way. Okay, you've got an incredible fire underneath you. I feel like with this Ace of Wands really talks about like the whole theme of this is just like you entering a new chapter. There's a new project, a new path, right? There's an urge for you to start, because I feel like the urge of creation is also here with this Ace of Wands, right? And I don't know if this could be in a love relationship, but you could have the support of perhaps a lover that's just, or a partnership that you have that's very significant here, that's really going to be able to help you sort through and to assist you in this new chapter, okay? And I feel like whoever this person is, they're going to be quite sweet on you. Message-wise, they're going to be able to really just kind of fill you with love and maybe even like volunteer time to you, like just really be like super supportive, right, towards you with this time. So that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing like blockages and then like somebody kind of coming in, like there could be like a loved one or a partner that I'm getting that's really able to kind of like either allow you to see what you're capable of, or just kind of act as a encouragement, right, to kind of like push you a little bit, right? So I am seeing that as this gentle reminder of what's going to be able to kind of help you transform. Now let's go into now the last two questions are, we need to be a little bit vulnerable. So now Scorpio season is all about expressing our vulnerabilities as well. So here this question is going to be looking at what are some perhaps vulnerable facets of you that need some love and some healing at this time, and what you can do to address that, okay? So what are some vulnerable facts that need some attention during this time? Like I said, Scorpio season is a great time to do shadow work and really examine the ways in which we're vulnerable and how we can improve our self-love and healing. Okay. So we've got 8 of Wands. That's all about messaging, changes, new things coming to the scene. Okay. We got the 6 of Swords. I'm getting like big time travel here, even if it's not a physical travel, it's just like really a serious transition here, right? From what was to what is and what's becoming. And this 4 of Cups. Okay. So, interesting. I feel that things are changing. The beautiful thing about being a water sign, and then of course you gotta look deeper into like where the rest of your planets are, and of course the houses, all of those things astrologically are quite important. But if we're talking about like our Pisces sun, it's a very mutable sign, okay? So it's very adaptable to going through transitions, okay? However, when you do go through these transitions, it's like almost like you are used to like this energy of like being able to sacrifice a part of yourself, or like a snake where you can just like shed part of your skin so that you can become renewed again. But there also comes a time where you just feel like you're doing all of these sacrifices, and you could be feeling sometimes like a little bit unfulfilled, or the 4 of Cups is just like you're not seeing the blessings that are kind of in front of you, okay? So you could just be in the moment where you're definitely are undergoing a transformation, and things are happening. I'm getting the indication that it's happening quite fast. So I feel like you're very vulnerable to like the rapid changes that are coming into your life right now. And so you could be receiving like surprise assistance, like I saw like earlier, or there could just be this feeling of like FOMO, right? If you know FOMO is like fear of missing out, where you're just like, man, I kind of miss when things were a little bit easier, or had like less responsibility, or there's something about going through the transition that can somehow make you feel a tad bit apathetic, and maybe have a nostalgia of what was, okay? And so I feel like during this time, that's going to be your most vulnerable positioning right now. It's definitely going to be that, right? It's going to be you feeling quite not comfortable with all of the changes. Okay, so be prepared to kind of address issues in that with that nature. Now, our last question is looking at an uncomfortable truth. Okay, so what is perhaps something uncomfortable that is lurking within you that needs to be addressed? Okay, what is an uncomfortable truth that needs to be unearthed for Scorpio? Show me an uncomfortable truth. Uncomfortable truth for Pisces. An uncomfortable truth for Pisces. An uncomfortable truth for Pisces. All right, so I feel your uncomfortable truth is, the first card that came out was this Ace of Swords. So there's something here about the way that you think, or your mental acumen or mental clarity. And with this Judgment, you could be having issues of like clarity. This is what I'm getting. There could be, or Judgment could also be like too judgmental. Maybe even like needing a wake-up call, because there could be something about the way of how you're processing information and how you're thinking that could be, I want to say, a bit of that needs some addressing at this time. Okay, there could be a tendency to get very disappointed or depressed, even with this Five of Cups. Where you could be feeling like abandoned or unloved. Maybe your mind kind of like goes there in some way, and it prevents you from being truly your authentic self all the time. Okay, because our goal is to be that 100%. And then this Page of Pentacles. Now, this is definitely about like money, or perhaps a new project or a new idea that you have, right? Or money just coming into the means. So I'm feeling like there's an uncomfortable truth with this. Interesting. I feel like you get, I'm also understanding this is, you could get disappointed about some of the decisions that you make. Could be like opportunities that you missed out on, and that in retrospect you're like, damn, like I could have did this, or I could have did that better, right? So general understanding here of feeling loss and feeling regret of not like rising to the occasion when it comes to pursuing opportunities. And it definitely has something to do with like mental clarity. So take that however you want. I don't care. All right, let's go ahead and get one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Let's get a Spirit Animal Oracle for Pisces, please. All right, so yours, the Snake Spirit, is time to heal. All right, so I'm going to read the message from Snake Spirit. Okay, so Snake Spirit. Okay, this came as an oracle message. It states that all of us need healing at times, and when Snake Spirit appears, it is time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Vulnerability is necessary for friendships and partnerships to work, which means all of us will have tender emotions at times. Be gentle with yourself and others now. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, for vitality is rising in you. This might be a good time to honor the work you have done to heal, grow, and repair any damage within you, within those you care about, and within your community. Celebrate together how far all of you have come in your healing journey and all that you have created. Unburden yourself of anything that no longer supports wellness, prosperity, positive relationships, and well-being, and open the door for healing to occur. All right, those are your messages, dear Pisces. My name is Tifa. I do tarot. Please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional messages. And I do offer personal readings. You can find more information in the link in the description of this video, and it's also in the About section of the channel. I hope you have a blessed, prosperous, and healing Scorpio season. I love you, Pisces. Take care.